town in northern Minnesota. I'm a mother of 3 and a photographer. I am new to this industry, but I came to Q because, of course, I love the products. They've been, dare I say, honestly to you all, life-changing for me and my family. But I have to be honest, I'm staying with Q because of the mentorship and friendship I found here. And tonight I have the pleasure of introducing to you one of the most amazing mentors and now friends that I've ever met in my life. Her name is Mrs. Mariel Filippone. She has been an entrepreneur for 17 years. She has a chain of successful Pilates studios, so a tremendous background in health and fitness. And she's the #1 income earner in Q, and you guys, listen to this, the number 35 income earner in all of network marketing in the entire world. That's right, on this planet, number 35. Not only is that an incredible accomplishment for anybody, but Q has only been around for less than, I think, 2 years, you guys. That's incredible. I'm so proud of this woman and so proud to be on her team. Beyond all of that, she has a heart of gold, truly just wants the best for everybody, wants everyone to succeed, wants everyone to be their best at health and wellness. So, and of course, she's a mother to 3 beautiful babies and an amazing wife. Her and her husband do this together, but I am so proud to introduce to you guys, Mariel Filippone.
Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you for the kind words, Ashley. I'm loving your new hair. It's darling. Well, here's to, gosh, yes, a couple things, I guess. Here's to change, and as you're demonstrating with your new cute hairdo, and just a really exciting 2020. I cannot express enough just the joy and the happiness and the gratitude I have for what we have our hands on here with Q. And I'm reminded over and over, why I got started in this industry, because of a life-changing model, basically. And that sounds kind of cheesy, I guess, but let me explain why. My husband was in road construction for nearly 18 years. And I think some of you can relate to that, or at least hardworking significant other, hardworking spouse, or maybe your brother or your sister or your cousin is really, really hardworking, 40 to 60 hours plus. And, really there was nowhere for him to advance himself in his career beyond where he had already been and where he was able to get to in that. So it's funny when people, right away say, oh, are you involved in one of those pyramid things? I always say, heck yeah, I am. But I say it also in the same breath with, my husband was also, in road construction for 18 years, and talk about a pyramid. There was nowhere for him to go to the top unless the people above him retired, died or got fired. And even then there'd be a very small window for him to actually be the owner of his own business there in that business model. So I love the fact that we actually get to own our own businesses here in Q, and you're able to have creative freedom, whatever that looks like. And you're also able to work with your friends. And as Ashley said, we become friends, and our husbands are buddies now. And, we have other friends involved, like the Johnsons and the Stricklands and other people that have definitely, joined up and locked arms with us, and they see, what we see here. So that's exciting because we get to kind of handpick who we want to spend and do life with and travel with. And so if you're here wanting, more out of life, and you want more adventure, and you want to travel or even spend time with more people that you wouldn't necessarily get to because you all live in different corners of, the world, you get to with this opportunity. I was in Australia a couple of weeks ago for almost 2 weeks, actually. And I got to hear people share how our products have been life-changing, and more importantly, how our opportunity attached to the product, so the business opportunity, has been able to give people, a serious, advantage, or because of the timing of where we sit, but also just, again, that life-changing word. I hate to keep overusing it, but it really is. It's so impactful when somebody has such a great testimony because our products work so well that they get up on stage and share for the first time in their life life. They've never done anything like this before, but because their story, you know, sparks interest in people that they know and love and hold dear to their hearts, and they start sharing and they start telling more and more people about, you know, what this great testimony has done. And there's, you know, Facebook groups with thousands of people explaining just how awesome our product line is. And there's also just as many groups on, you know, being able to hear people share that they're now out of, you know, credit card debt, and they have retirement, you know, for the first time ever, and things like that. You know, that gets me fired up to hear about that we're making an impact that's greater than, you know, just a fiscal impact. We're making obviously a testimonial product, you know, impact as well. So it's kind of neat to have the two. So if you are looking, you know, from a consumer standpoint and you want to know more about our products, awesome. You know, we can give you a lot of information and share different videos and PDFs specifically on ingredients and sourcing and all that great stuff. But if you really want to make 2020 and beyond your most successful, you know, financial years, and I don't mean you're going to have, you know, millions of dollars come into your account this year. That's not what I mean. But you're going to prepare yourself to be able to save, prepare yourself to be able to put away, prepare yourself to be able to work towards retirement. You know, those are things that we teach here at Q that mean something to us, and that our family always comes first. You know, of course, our faith, I should say that first, friends and finances, you know, fitness, all those things are part of who we are at Q. But we don't, you know, go out and tell people just go make sales. You know, that's not really what we do here at Q. So I really love that Ashley said that she, you know, fell in love with our products and joined because of our products, but she's here and she's staying here because of our culture and who we are. So I get to share some slides with everybody tonight. I hope that's okay, on, you know, why Q is different, why it's unique in this space. And Q actually has been around since 2012, but it wasn't the Q that it is now. So the Q that it is now is definitely a company that, you know, has a compensation payout plan for people like, you know, Ashley, myself, and anybody on here that's an ambassador that invited you to check this out for the first time. We invite everyone to get started where they are, you know, to live life on your own terms. Absolutely. And we want to show you how to get there. So we believe it's the right company because it's the right timing as well. We know that our company, even though it was founded in 2012 with just one product, in fact, the one product that had just really cutting edge technology in how it was made was our Q Max. It's a mental clarity supplement. It's incredible. There's so many studies on mental health and improved mental capacity and things like that. I love the cognitive, you know, support that it provides. I love what it does for our children and my family. And we go, you know, every day our family is taking the Q Max. There's 36 daily micronutrients, 33 published studies. So our company was founded on a phenomenal product. That would be our hero product, if you will. But it wasn't until 2 years ago in 2018 that our company started having just rapid expansion and growth. And since 2017, we have grown at the end of 2017, excuse me, we've grown 433%, which is exciting because, again, we didn't necessarily make a name for ourselves. Q didn't prior to a lot of us joining. So a lot of us got started in 2018 because of these mentors right here that I get to share and talk about. I love our team of leadership, our mentors. Mr. Mark Wilson here, our founder and CEO, has been not only a successful entrepreneur in the real estate realm for over 30 years, he was also a financial advisor as well to many companies, and he owns a lot of commercial real estate. He and his family, they've had massive success, and he retired to the golf course, quite frankly. And after 6 months, he realized he had to do more with his life. He could not just golf every day for the rest of his life. And he really went on a mission to figure out what was something that he could bring purpose to people's lives. And luckily, he had a good friend that he trusted from his NFL days, and they got together and talked, and he actually was introduced to Dr. Stephen Kimberly, and I'll come back to Dr. Kimberly in a minute. But he's a 2-time Super Bowl winning champion quarterback, which is huge. So the fact that he has, you know, that mindset, a champion heart for sure, and not just a brilliant entrepreneur, but he knows what it takes to go to the top and to have successful companies, many successful companies. So I love that. I love that he's our CEO and founder. I love his words of wisdom. Some of us got to hear that last week, and then also today, some just amazing, you know, again, pearls of wisdom. And then Mr. Jake Spencer started with our company 2.5 years ago, first as just a consultant to grow the company and make this massive pivot. And that's why we've had, that 433% growth in the last 2.5 years. It's really because of this gentleman right here. He came in, he looked at Q, he saw that we had, amazing world-class products. No supplement on earth has 33 published studies for brain health. So Q definitely had an extraordinary product line, but he really has been dynamic in strategy and building exponentially and having us have the opportunity to grow in 17 international markets as well. Bengt Emanuelson here is our general manager of Europe, and I've had the pleasure of spending a lot of time with him in Europe. Actually, not only does he have 20 years experience in the industry, but he's completely, an expert in logistical operations on the ground as well. He actually lives in Stockholm, Sweden, but travels all over the world for our company and speaks. He actually just spoke in Amsterdam and Belgium for some team members a couple days ago. And this man right here, Dr. Stephen Kimberly, is why a lot of us are here, why a lot of us were attracted to this project as well. And not to mention that the other gentlemen, of course, they're kind of like a perfect, if you will, a perfect storm in a non-negative way. It has a negative connotation maybe when you say storm. I think it's exciting, it reminds me of that song, Thunder, the lightning and the thunder. It's like this amazing perfect storm of not only technology and backed by incredible science and research, but also just amazing leadership and great expertise, again, in Europe. Sometimes these companies don't have all the spokes on the wheels checked off. And we have amazing products backed by science, leading edge technology. We have great mentorship, great leadership, really lucrative pay. That's something that I'll get into in a minute. And Dr. Stephen Kimberly here is the chief science officer at Q, full time. He actually walked away from his previous time. He was the senior editor of WebMD for 14 years. And a lot of us, almost every single person globally, has utilized WebMD at some point, to type in your symptoms and figure out, what your own self-diagnosis is. He's just a great guy for us to have as our gatekeeper of our products, that he evaluates every ingredient, every product. We're really proud of our product line, and we have a full suite of products. Not only do we have nutrition and supplements, we also help people in the fitness, weight loss arena. We have vitamin oral sprays, which are selling like crazy right now because of the immunity scare that's happening around the world. And we sell those vitamin sprays left and right now. We actually have a bundle and a promo. I highly recommend that you load up for your family, and not because we are scared or anything like that, but because it's just a smart thing to do, and be proactive and make sure that you're getting your daily doses of vitamin C and zinc, vitamin D, and vitamin B12. I, for one, am loving the hemp, boom. And of course, skincare is always something that I can appreciate and love. And so we have a full suite of products that really address so many things. From a business perspective, I liked the idea that we weren't limited to just one vertical space. I didn't want to join just a CBD company. I didn't want to join just a weight loss company or a shake company or a leggings company or a makeup company, and I'm not trying to be offensive at all. I'm just saying, from a business perspective, if somebody didn't want one of those verticals and that's what I was selling or offering, my network, I would have been dead in the water as a business perspective. So my business cap really liked the idea of having more than one vertical to offer to my network. And this is what we have. Our number one selling, pack would be our Q Core Complete. And it comes with that brain health Q Max that I was talking about, our anti-inflammatory, our Align, probiotics, and also our Omegas. And we do have an amazing fitness weight loss product line, shakes and energy drinks, and our incredible scientifically backed, trim product, and great hemp protein shakes, not just meal replacement shakes. We have the choice, and we have great support around that as well. These are those oral sprays that I was talking about, that some sublingual delivery is for instant benefits, instant absorption. They're definitely great for cold and flu season, of course. They're for people that don't like swallowing pills, of course, or even kids. Our kids love the vitamin sprays, but our kids actually do swallow the supplements as well. Our skincare is something that unfortunately we don't talk enough about. And I actually personally need to post some before and after pictures because my skin, I've received a ton of compliments in the last year since I started using, it's been a little less than a year actually, since I started using the skincare. And I was really struggling with hormonal acne and different things, adult things. I had never been through adult hormonal acne before. So, and it could have been stress reduced and it could have been detoxing and things like that. But ever since I started on the Canna Blue skincare, I have had compliments left and right on how my skin looks. And it's been truly amazing. In fact, some of you that are looking closely at my skin, I don't have any makeup on apart from maybe some mascara left over from last night. So I really, really love that we are the first ones in the world to offer hemp, micro-infused hemp skincare with blue light blocking technology. So it protects from pollution and blue light damage, which is really, really important. Imagine all the hours you're in front of your phone or your computer for work, or even the TV, right? And all of those rays that are getting underneath layers of your skin are actually more damaging than the sun. So there have been stats floating out there that, 1 to 2 hours of being in front of your electronics is more damaging than, almost 10 hours in the sun. And now, again, I am not just making those claims or hypes. You can definitely go read about it. Please do. There's a lot of studies and research, and I just love that we're the first company to ever offer a complete repair serum, a purifying detox scrub, and a hydrating moisturizer. So it definitely helps with fine lines, wrinkles, discoloration, and also that inflammation that happens in skin. We have full spectrum hemp because everybody wants hemp, otherwise known as CBD. Sometimes people call it CBD. Full spectrum hemp is far superior than just CBD alone. I will say there's a lot of education around that. So if you need to learn a little bit more from a business perspective, you definitely want full spectrum hemp oil and not an isolate. That's really important. And we utilize a CO2 extraction, and we have a micellization technology. So nobody really does it the way that we do it. And that's why our patented technology is exclusive, and you can only get it through Q. Now, from a business perspective, we're capitalizing on market trends. We know that those are hot products and growing markets. And so we're happy to share and teach you how we sell on social media, how we share on social media, because we want to be a part of that $22 billion space in the next 2 years. And we offer tools. We have a social sharing option to use your app from your phone and different things in the website and things like that to become a Q partner, to join us as a preferred customer or an ambassador, and let us know, what you are gravitating towards. Right now, to be a preferred customer, we do have a $10 per year. It's a nominal fee for what it is, and you get the rewards all year long. So month after month, you get to take advantage of the wholesale pricing that we get as an ambassador. It's only for $10 and a massive amounts of savings. So we really recommend that. To be an ambassador, it's only a little bit of a nominal fee extra to get your own website, to start earning income, from your phone, your computer. Yes, we have events that you can physically go to as well, but because we're so new and so ground floor, even though we've had a lot of growth as a small company, we don't have events everywhere. And that's where the opportunity lies for you and your family and your friends to be one of the first and to take advantage of being an ambassador. Not only do you get your own personal website and your own back office, as a system and tools, we get to, onboard you and support you. You'll get supporting materials, a digital welcome kit, tax benefits. That's the biggest one. And day one, you have free financial coaching to be able to set yourself up for savings and retirement. And so our Q Connect Pro app is awesome with all its tools and be able to share the content and videos, again, right from your phone. The company charges a very nominal fee. It's $15 a month, which is really nothing in this industry to be able to have access to that. And then you're eligible to get paid. It's really pretty easy. You set up your initial order. You get your own personal products. You choose a product pack that works best for you. You create your own ambassador account. You're on a monthly product subscription of whatever you want. I recommend trying everything of the 25 plus products that we have, so you can be a product of the product and to be able to speak from experience. And I don't know any business that you could start for relatively about $250 and then have a monthly, overhead, if you will. Granted, we have a care and share program to where if you have 3 customers that are buying on a monthly basis, your product is free. So that's awesome. We really like to take advantage of that. And we have 4 ways that the company does pay us in compensation. And this is a very lucrative plan for what it is. It's been extraordinary for a lot of people that we know and love and care for. And we're just super grateful for this. So if your team, your sales team, for example, does 1,500 in points in sales, you make $250 a month. That's about 15 orders that your team is processing on a monthly basis. That's a very lucrative residual monthly pay. Now, number 1 box talks about getting customers. We pay very well, very generously for people that are getting customers and that want to just get customers. You can do both though. You can get customers or, build yourself a sales team. Either way, I think the number 1 reason why a lot of people just are really blown away with our company is our financial mentoring. It helps to get your financial house in order. We don't charge extra for that. That's an amazing perk that we have here at Q. We make, it's not about how much money you make, really, it's how much you get to keep, right? So we all know that. We're learning that, as early as the elite status, you're able to get some extra money separate from the comp plan that pays into that. And it's really just, like I said, just something that nobody's done in the industry before. It's definitely something progressive and exciting. And it's just something that, again, no one in the industry has ever touched or I remember I actually was a part of another company for 5 years and no one gave us advice on, how to spend our money or what to do with it or how to save. So it's really greatly appreciated here. And we're able to really provide that culture here to where it's kind of cooler to save than to spend. And we're not all about hyping and putting cars on Facebook and, big purchases and things like that. That's not really what the Q culture is. So with that, I want to thank Ashley for the introduction and thank you guys for tuning in and checking this out. And I can't wait to hear how many of you get started on the team because we're onboarding people like crazy all the time and it's exciting times and people that really want to position themselves before this hemp boom, really gets crazy. You want to make sure you talk to your friends and your family about hemp oil and about hemp products before somebody else does. That's really where the window where you can capitalize and be a really amazing, successful entrepreneur here and grow with us and be a part of our next expansion into Mexico, into the UK, and again, ask which other countries we're already doing business in. All right, you guys.